Okay, so here we are at the completion of my flagpole mount. Flagpole on my 2013 Harley-Davidson Switchback. What we have here is a 1.5" by 48" wooden dowel rod. Now I got this at my lumber yard, but they ordered it in. Apparently you can get these off of eBay. They come in packages of 2, I guess. And then all I really did with the pole was sand it down, stained it with a Minwax. This here is dark oak stain. 2 coats of dark oak stain. And then 3 coats of spar urethane. The stain is oil base. Then all I did was came up here off the top of the pole, measured down 2 inches, blew a hole, put in stainless steel eye bolt. Stainless steel eye bolt, stainless steel washer against the wood, another stainless steel washer, stainless steel nut, and then a stainless steel acorn nut. And of course these are all Loctited in. Measure down to where you figure the bottom one should be, blow another 1/4 inch hole. Same setup, stainless steel eye bolt, stainless steel washer, another stainless steel washer, stainless steel nut, stainless steel acorn nut. Then after that, I simply went down, measured 2 inches up from the bottom, blew another hole for my retaining pin, and what this does is this keeps the whole shebang from coming out when you're going down the road. Now I just took this out for a test ride, and if you're under speeds of 40 miles an hour, okay, cruising around town, under 40, no issues. This setup works real good. Absolutely no problems with the mount or anything like that. I also took this rig on a 20-mile trip at 60 miles an hour. I wanted to make sure I didn't have any problems with the factory welds here, up here on this plate. Now to me these welds look kind of chintzy, and I wanted to make sure I wasn't going to have any problems. So I ran her at 60 miles an hour, and the welds on my particular plate here, no problems. Not cracking, chrome ain't peeling, everything's legit. The one problem I did have though, at the higher speeds, and I do not know why this is. I don't know if it's because I got a taller windshield on my bike. I don't know if the wind is coming up and over and then curling back, but once you get up at around the 50, 60 mile an hour range, the airflow coming back here on this flag wants to make the flag kind of creep forward. And it'll creep up on the back of the rider. Not a big deal, as long as you're aware of what's going on. It seems like, you know, the faster you go, the actual less wind you got on the actual pole itself. But what happens is, with the wind coming, taking the flag forward, has a tendency to wrap it around the pole. It'll come forward, then it'll snap back, and it'll come forward and snap back. Well, it wraps around the pole at your higher speeds. And that's something to be aware of. depending on what kind of application you're going to be using on your bike. I ran mine up to 60 mile an hour with it, you know, unfurled like that, because I wanted to make sure that the mount and everything was going to be legit, and it is. Absolutely no problems with the welds down here, you know, everything's good. I added these tassels just for, you know, cosmetic reasons. You don't really have to do that. When I go on the higher speeds, I take these tassels and tie them up around here so they ain't beating my paint. But other than that, it seems to be a legitimate flagpole setup, especially if you're going to be doing you know, low speed type stuff, which, you know, I suppose you should be. The flag itself is just mounted to these eye bolts with a zip ties, you know, one zip tie per loop, and it held the flag perfectly fine up to 60 mile an hour. No issues with that. So that's what I did with my project. That's the results. The flag, as you can see, is 4.5 inches from the ground when the bike's on a lean. Of course, when you know, when the bike is standing up, it'll be up a little higher yet, but everything seems to be good and proper and works out well for you know, what I needed to do. So keep that in mind when you guys are doing your projects. And this is how I did mine. It's working out well for me. So good luck to you guys, and as always, have a nice day.